Boris boosted relation with German leader to seek allies against Moscow as Putin to attack Ukraine. Boris Johnson has spoken to new German Chancellor Olaf Scholz after his appointment, which formally brought the Angela Merkel era to a close. And the two leaders were straight down to business, vowing to work closely together on a range of key issues including security and Brexit. Mr. Scholz, 63, leader of Germany's centre-left SPD party, was formally sworn in on December 8. A Number 10 spokesman said, "The Prime Minister spoke to German Chancellor Olaf Scholz this evening to congratulate him on his appointment." The Prime Minister and Chancellor Scholz underlined the fundamental value of the UK-Germany relationship, which is driven by our country's shared global outlook. The spokesman added, they agreed on the importance of the partnership in areas including foreign policy, climate change and trade. Both leaders resolved to work to deepen and breadthen the relationship further. The leaders discussed a number of international issues, including the current situation on Ukraine's border. The spokesman added, they agreed on the importance of engaging with Russia to de-escalate the situation and prevent further aggression. They also updated one another on the latest developments relating to the emergence of the Omicron variant in their respective countries. The Prime Minister and Chancellor Scholz welcomed the opportunity Germany's presidency of the G7 in 2022 presents for building on the progress made under the UK's presidency this year. He said, the Prime Minister stressed the importance he places on resolving the very real issues caused by the implementation of the Northern Ireland Protocol. Both leaders agreed it was important to address this issue as soon as possible. The leaders looked forward to meeting again in person at the earliest opportunity. With Mrs. Merkel stepping down after 16 years at the helm, the task facing Mr. Scholz is considerable, especially given the precarious state of Germany's economy. This means, Germany will lose market shares. While the Liberals, FDP, are likely to block the worst, as the smallest of the three coalition partners, they are too weak to avoid even higher energy cost, higher minimum wages. Germany has already one of the highest in the world, new environmental bureaucracy and, above all, new social benefits. Chancellor Merkel and Health Minister Spahn are responsible for both, a remarkably quick unsuccessful response to the corona crisis at the beginning, but also for the mess today caused by their complacency. When she left office, Angela Merkel was celebrated across Europe as a benevolent and circumspect leader who had led the continent through a succession of serious calamities. This was in striking contrast to her public image during the Greek debt crisis, when cartoonists depicted her in SS uniform resplendent with swastika. But those cartoons were for the masses only. The European political elites, all of them, happily voted with the Merkel government when it came to disciplining the Greek dissidents. They were as eager as the Germans to keep European monetary union alive. Merkel has left Europe to a political class to whom she has not only taught the trickery of two-level politics, national and supranational, but whom she has also, in part, brought to or kept in office. It is a political class that has bet its future on a Europe built around German hegemony. In many parts of Europe, it is still considered a pleasant surprise to see a German who is soft-spoken with good manners, a wide heart and a big purse, smiling rather than shouting. This proved useful in her eyes to becoming informal ruler of the continent. It also helped that she was a woman, someone who could be pictured as a nourishing mother as opposed to a punishing father. In a few years' time, Merkel's tenure may be remembered as a golden era when pious wishes still helped, a time when hard decisions could still be successfully postponed, dilemmas hidden by optimistic denial and benevolent neglect, and contradictions reconciled by all sorts of pocket money, borrowed or printed. Now, by contrast, things are about to get serious.